Hello, my name is David Florence, and back in 2019 I put the following video on my YouTube channel, Evolution of Dave. I'm going to drop a link below for something called SOMA Breath. If you haven't heard of this, you will, because it is gaining momentum, you might say. As soon as I heard about it and started practicing it, I wanted to become an instructor because I do see this as a catalyst to other things that I can offer others. And in fact, the more I do it, the more I realize it's even more than that. If you are a proponent of breathwork practices, you know as well as I do that breath is everything. And the more you start to control it and get a feel for it and get a better understanding of it, the more your life will improve immeasurably, both physiologically as well as psychologically. Many people, I'm one, have suffered stress, anxiety, even bouts of depression. This is like a plague and it is getting worse. And I would say probably at least half of you watching this video have either suffered or are suffering right now from anxiety, stress, depression, etc., etc. Plus a whole host of other autoimmune diseases or chronic diseases. What I've certainly learnt is that as soon as you start to control and figure out how to practice various breathwork techniques, the sooner you will get a better handle on your psychology, the sooner you'll be able to reduce anxiety, stress, the sooner you will also be able to reduce any inflammation in the body and a whole host of other potential issues that you might have physiologically. So everything you heard there still rings true and more. SOMA Breath has very much become a part of my life, a part of how I exist. Every day I'm practicing breath work, and it's also become a major component of what I now do for a job, what I do for a career. I first came across SOMA Breath probably a couple of months prior to that video that I put out in 2019. I'd been following a bit of a wake-up call. I'd been practicing breath work and cold therapy via the likes of the Wim Hof method for about a year and a half, and very much had been bitten by the bug, as it were, and the breath work just totally excited me and I wanted to learn more. SOMA Breath just seemed like a logical next step, and I think what did it, if I remember, was watching one of the early SOMA Awakening testimonials that came out in, I think, 2018, 2019. And it was fairly obvious to me then that it would take my breathwork practice to another level. And I don't mind telling you that being a raver from the 90s, the late 80s, the early 90s, there was something about the music that really got me excited, and the whole idea of breathing to a rhythm and having that music consume me along with the breath work. And I wanted to reach those heightened states as well. What I now do in working with individuals on a one-to-one basis is that either I make use of the SOMA Breath practices and methodology and philosophy and mindset as an entirety to the service I offer, or it becomes just a major component among the other practices that I employ that are all mind-based, to do with flow or clinical hypnotherapy or neurolinguistic programming. If, by the way, you are a practitioner of any of those, this practice will be an incredible asset to your service provision. So if you want to check out what I do check out my YouTube channel, Evolution of Dave. Follow me on Instagram, evolution_of_Dave. Check out my website, daveflorence.com. Check out my LinkedIn under David Florence, and you'll see how I'm making use of SOMA Breath practices to either teach individuals or to pass on the knowledge to larger groups, to appear on podcasts, to further grow my YouTube channel. SOMA Breath has, ever since I've incorporated it, always been a major component of what I do and how I live.